Jupiter Guru Maharaj is going Vakri, going retrograde in the sign of Gemini from December 5th through March 10th. And we're talking about the Virgo rising or Virgo Lagna or Virgo ascendant. So in the chart here, let's explain what's happening, which houses are getting activated. As you see, number 6 sign, that is Virgo in the middle, that's your rising sign. And Jupiter Guru Maharaj is sitting in your 10th house. It is transiting through your 10th house. And number 3 sign, that is Gemini. A retrograde planet wants to give you results of the previous house or the previous sign. So Jupiter Guru Maharaj is activating your 9th house. That is a sign of Taurus. But also in your chart, Jupiter rules the 4th house and Jupiter rules the 7th house. So Jupiter is the 4th lord. That's a sign of Sagittarius. You can see that in the chart. And Jupiter is your 7th lord. That is a sign of Pisces. Now, what does all this mean practically? This is all astrology language, but in the real world, so practically speaking, what does that mean? First of all, this period is these 3 months will give you a chance to reevaluate your career, to maybe make some shift, make some changes in your profession, in your projects, in your business. Okay, so some things may shift. In fact, this is a good time to contemplate and see if you're on the right path, or maybe some missed opportunities from the past. So those, or people from the past may surface, or some opportunities like, some roles or some kind of business opportunities, some projects that you ignored earlier, those may come back again. But overall, this is a time to slow down, not to make futuristic plans with respect to your career, but reevaluate, go within and contemplate. Then it is also the 4th lord, 7th lord getting retrograde means this may impact your home environment. You may feel uneasy. You may feel like making changes, but it's a good time to do a lot of spiritual work at home in your place of residence instead of going out to the temple. And so, in fact, going to the temple will also be good for you because Jupiter is having a drishti on your 9th house. So the 9th house is getting activated, but at home also, you want to have very pious environment, very spiritual kind of environment. You can invite people for discussions, for spiritual work, for meditation. That's a good remedy for the retrograde 4th lord. Your connection with your mother may undergo changes. There may be challenges, obstacles, and also real estate matters may undergo change. You may actually dispose of some old things. So that's a good period for that. But overall, not a great time period to buy lots of new real estate and things like that. Again, this is not real estate advice. This is not financial advice. This is just energies of the planets. Now, same thing with the 7th house. 7th lord is going retrograde. That means your relationships may undergo a change. And there may be a shift in your perspective. Also, for some people, this may be a time to change your relationship. You may end one relationship and then have a new relationship. So this is a time to contemplate, to reevaluate people who are very important in your life, all one-on-one partnerships, both your personal as well as business partnerships. Those may undergo a change, a transformation. That's the meaning of a retrograde planet. And also not a good time to develop like huge, big, futuristic partnerships, but just contemplate and focus on what's there already, what's working, what's not working. And you can do spiritual work with your partner. And that's a good remedy. And now same thing with the 10th house. So 10th house, a lot of change, transformation in your career, some good opportunities. Jupiter is giving you a second chance to slow down and figure out what's working, what's not working. Now, the area that will blossom and give you huge results is the 9th house, because Jupiter retrograde wants to give you results of the 9th house. That means your connection with your gurus will improve. You may meet some new gurus, or you may yourself become a guru. Or if you already share your wisdom, you really, really need to go out and do lots of spiritual work, share your wisdom. Even if you're not a spiritual guru, let's say you're a consultant, or even if you're not a consultant technically, you may have some sort of wisdom. Everybody has some sort of wisdom. This is the time to rise and shine and share your wisdom, however small that may be. You never know. Even one sentence, even few words that you say may change somebody's life. So focus on being a guru and sharing your wisdom. Secondly, it'll also clarify your path, your spiritual path, your whole dharma. Who am I? My purpose. This retrograde phase will clarify your purpose, your dharma. Your 9th house is completely activated, especially by Jupiter. Okay. And also association with your Sangha. So spend a lot of time with your spiritual brothers and sisters. A good time for long distance travel also, especially for spiritual purposes, for pilgrimage. And then also ninth house is higher studies. So if you've been thinking of higher studies, this is an excellent time for that. But also learning wisdom, reading the scriptures, the shastras, doing lots of rituals. Those are excellent remedies and excellent things. It's like a second chance, missed opportunity that Jupiter is giving you related to your ninth house matters. So that's how you analyze, evaluate retrograde transiting planet. Of course, you want to superimpose on your natal chart to see the full results, and also watch the other videos, which is how Rahu is doing, what Ketu is doing in the transit, what Saturn is doing, and then combine all of those, because every planet affects different houses in your chart. Every planet rules different houses. So you want to combine all of this, then get the full picture. So that's what's happening for Virgo rising, Virgo Lagna, Virgo ascendant during these 3 months when Jupiter Guru Maharaj is going retrograde.